Hello my dear friends, let us go ahead with mechanical set 2 numerical ability solutions. So in GATE 2021, so they focused on geometry, areas and volumes related questions, you can see that, and related to arrangements they focused, and basic question related that mathematical operations. Yeah, so here if you just see this question my dear friends, you have a square sheet of side 1 unit. Okay, we have a square sheet of side 1 unit were required. Okay, 1 unit. You have to fold it. First you have to fold it along the main diagonal. So when you fold it along the main diagonal, okay, so the area will be half. You just see the area become half. When you fold it first, area is half of that previous. Okay, fine. Next what they mentioned, again, okay, first this is completed. This is followed by first folding. First folding is completed. First time you fold out. Second time you are folding, it's along with this symmetry line. This is the symmetry line actually. Okay, if you draw, this is the symmetry line. Then only your right side and left side shapes are same. Now you are performing folding second time. This area become again half. Okay, so already some area is here. Total A means this is actually A by 2. This area is now A by 4. You are folding third time because okay, first time first folding in the diagonal, then in the symmetry. Third one again you have to fold along with its symmetry line. This is the symmetry line. Now if you fold it again here, yeah, this is what the shape you will get finally. Now area here is A by 4. Already A by 4, right? Divide by 2, we will get A by 8, my dear friends. Finally, if you see, as the area is divided by 2, first time if you fold half, next time fold half. You have 3 folds. First time it become half, next time when you fold it along with this symmetry half, next time again if you fold it become 1 by 2. So it's compared to the original area. Original area is 1 because sides are 1, right? 1 area is 1 originally. So next it become half, half, half like that. Finally, that okay, final shape is actually 1 by 8. Each area of each face of the final folded shape. So if you see this final folded shape, what is the area of that one is actually 1 by 8 actually. Okay, A value is 1 because the sides are 1. Area of this is actually 1. Using that, okay, we're dividing half, half, half and half. Each time when you fold, it become half. If you perform this 5 times, it will become 1 by 32. 4 times means 1 by 16. Like that we have to go, my dear friends. Got it? See the next question. Yeah. In circle, circumcircle related they given. We know when this is equilateral triangle, my dear friends. They mentioned this is a equilateral triangle. Okay. If triangle is there, so related to circumcircle, if you have a circumcircle, fine. So if sides are A, B, C, what is the area of triangle? For circumcircle concept is product of sides divided by 4R, where capital R is the circumradius. This is related to circumcircle. Okay, or circumscribed circle, fine. So when you know the sides of the triangle, ABC are sides of the triangle. If you want area of triangle, it's ABC by 4R. Whereas for incircle, you have a incircle for a triangle. For a triangle, if you go ahead with the incircle, then what is the area of that triangle? So consider this is an incircle. So what is the area of triangle for this incircle is R into S, where S is nothing but A plus B plus the sum of sides divided by 2. Small r is incircle radius, capital R is circumradius we can call. This is in radius in fact. We can say small r is nothing but in short we can call in radius. Internally it is nothing but in circle radius, or we can call in radius. Small r is nothing but in radius. this capital R is circumradius we can call. Fine, okay. Now, what they are asking actually, area of inscribed circle or incircle with respect to area of the circumscribed circle they are asking. So, incircle one with respect to this one, see this is, so here what they are asking my dear friends, area of incircle with respect to area of circumcircle they are asking. So, area of incircle with respect to area of circumcircle. So, we know incircle or circumcircle radius is different, area is, we know circle is pi r square. So, here what will happen, so we can say this is pi small r square divided by pi capital R square. It's small r by capital R whole square actually. So, you have to know small r divided by capital R. What is that value you have to find out. Then area, this ratio will be easily done. You know here from this we can consider as equation 1. SC is nothing but A plus B plus C divided by 2. Area of triangle, okay, for circumcircle concept is ABC by 4R. Is it? Here all sides are equal. Both are same, right? If you just use this information, area of triangle, okay, here of both are area of triangle, same triangle only, equilateral triangle. Here we have to know capital R and smaller. The division if you find, see this my dear friends, using that incircle concept, as all sides are equal, area of equilateral triangle is a square root 3 by 4. Whereas as per incircle concept, radius into S is nothing but A plus B plus C divided by 2, 3A divided by 2. From this, I can say R is nothing but A root 3 divided by 6. Small r is nothing but A root 3 divided by 6. Whereas, using circumcircle concept, area of equilateral triangle, that area of triangle is nothing but product of sides divided by 4r. Now here this 4 cancel, a square, this a square cancel. So capital R is nothing but a divided by root 3. As I mentioned, so this small r divided by capital R will decide the answer in radius with respect to circumradius. A will get cancelled. Okay, this is a root 3 divided by 6, whereas this is a by root 3. Now what will happen, a get cancelled, this root 3 will go to numerator, it will become 3, root 3 into root 3, 3. 3 divided by 6 is nothing but 1 by 2. So small r divided by capital R is 1 by 2. So area will become 1 by 4, 1 by 2 whole square, it will become 1 by 4 my dear friends. So we can say option D is correct. So area of incircle with respect to area of circumcircle is nothing but 1:4. Got it? So these are three things, incircle, circumcircle, area of triangle, equilateral triangle. When you utilize all these three concepts, you can do the question easily. Got it? See the next question my dear friends. Yeah, directions related. Fine. The front door, read the question, the front door of Mr. X house faces east. So Mr. X house is there, his front door is facing east. Consider, okay, there is some front door, okay, for that home. Okay. This is facing east. Fine. But Mr. X leaves the house walking 50 meters straight from the back door. That back door is situated exactly opposite to the front door. So he is moving from back door actually. So they have a back door as well which is exactly opposite to the front door. He is moving from back door 50 meters he went. So he is moving 50 meters towards west direction. Then he turns to his right. Right means this way. Again 50 meters he walked. Okay, fine. 50 meters to west, then 50 meters towards north. Okay. Now they are asking Mr. X is now in which location with respect to the starting point. Starting point is this. Now here he is here. This is north, west. So we have to take this is the starting point. In the directions, okay, starting point at the center. Now final point here means this is north as well as west. So right now that person location is northwest. They're asking only direction. Northwest with respect to the starting point. 50 meters towards west, then 50 meters towards north. So he is now with respect to the starting point northwest. That's what, my dear friends. So northwest is the answer. With respect to starting point, northwest is the answer. Got it? Now see this next question, seating arrangements. Okay. They are given some conditions. See this, 5 persons P, Q, R, S and T are to be seated in a row. So we have to place 5 persons in a row. Okay. All facing the same direction but not necessarily in the same order. So we'll consider by default all are facing towards north, right. For easy understanding, your right will be right, your left will be left if you are facing towards north. Consider by default facing towards north. P and T cannot be seated at either end of the row. Okay, you have 5 seats. P and T cannot be seated at either end of the row. So P and T should be in the middle 3. Then P should not be adjacent to S. Okay, but one thing fixed is R is to be seated second position from the left end. See, R place is fixed here. And we know P and T cannot be seated on the either end of the row, means P and T should occupy these places. P and T should occupy these places. So what is the possibilities you see? P and T occupy that places is a blank R, PT blank or blank R, okay, TP blank, right. So this is the 2 possibilities first of all. Because as I mentioned, these 2 should be taken by P and T only. P and T cannot be at the end of the rows, either end of the row. Okay, it may be extreme right end or left end, and R is already placed here. So P may be here, P may be here. That's what 2 different things. Next one what they mention, P should not be seated adjacent to S. So here S is not required. When S is not required, so among RTP is already settled, S is not required means this must be Q. P and C cannot be R. P is not adjacent to S. Okay, they mention that clearly. P should not be adjacent to S, means left and right side it should not be there. So this must be Q. Okay, as Q is already done, now we can place S here. That's one arrangement. Okay. This one, P is already in this, okay, S is not adjacent. So S may be here, S may be here. That's why first S here, next S here. So this is what? Total 3 arrangements, my dear friends. So first one, second one and 3. 3 possibilities altogether. Answer is 3, not 4, 3 only. Sir, why you are not taking this 2 different things here is, okay, sir, why you are not putting S here is, if you put S here, condition fail. P is not adjacent to S. You just go ahead with that solution. I can say that yes, option A is correct. Only 3 possible chances. So option A is correct, my dear friends. Got it? See the next question related to probability. 15 blue balls and 45 black balls are there. 2 balls are selected randomly without replacement. Fine. The probability of an outcome in which the first selected is a blue ball and second selected is a black ball. First one blue ball means 15 chances out of total 60, my dear friends. Total 60 balls are there. If you want blue ball, okay, so 15 chances out of 60. Now without replacement they said total is now 59. How many black balls chances is 45. Black balls are not reduced. You taken 1 ball, right? Fine, that is also blue ball numerator. So 45 chances is there for black ball out of 59. Why 59 is, yes, 1 ball is already taken. Now if you just calculate this is 4 times, so 45 divided by 236. So we can say option C is correct, right? So 15 blue balls out of total 60 balls. First one is blue ball, next one is black ball. We have 45. As it is without replacement, already one ball is taken. Now denominator become 59. Got it? See this next question, my dear friends, related to syllogism concept, logical reasoning, okay, logical conclusions. See, they given some statements. So what they mentioned, all entrepreneurs are wealthy. All entrepreneurs are wealthy. All wealthy are risk seekers. Okay, so this is what they mentioned. All entrepreneurs are wealthy. All wealthy are risk seekers. Now, with respect to this diagram, which conclusion is correct? All risk seekers are wealthy? No, because some part of risk seekers are not wealthy also. We can't say conclusion 1 is correct, it's fail. Only some entrepreneurs are risk seekers? No, all entrepreneurs are risk seekers actually. All entrepreneurs are risk seekers. It's not some entrepreneurs only, it's wrong. So we can say it's neither 1 nor 2. We have to just draw the diagram with respect to given statements. If plenty of diagrams possible means okay, you can draw all possible diagrams. Which conclusion satisfies the given diagram? Okay, all diagrams in fact to say. Okay, that we have to select. Here, this one is not satisfying, this one is not satisfying this diagram. Okay, we no need to go for other diagram because both failed here. So we can say neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 is correct. Got it? So this next question, my dear friends, related to number systems LCM concept. So we said in our deep learn platform or maybe in online classes, you people know, whenever they mention together simultaneously or meeting, we said you should apply LCM concept. So in here, as per LCM concept, okay, 3 watches. So first one is okay, ringing or beeps every 30 seconds. Second one beeps every 32 seconds. If you apply LCM for these two, we'll get it like, yeah, I think 2 into 15 into 16 because you have to divide with 2 only. Other than that, okay, repeatedly it will go on. So 2, 15, 30. So we got 30 into 16, which can be taken as 60 into 8. So 60 into 8 seconds. What I mean to say, this is 8 minutes. I'm just trying to minimize the calculation. Yes, 480 seconds actually. 480 seconds can be converted as 8 minutes. What is that meaning? Every 8 minutes, both watches will beep once together. Every 8 minutes. Already it beeps at 10 a.m. Next 8 minutes after. 10 a.m., 8 minutes after, then again they will beep together. So it's nothing but 10:08. 10 a.m., 8 minutes after, it's again beep together. So we can say it's 10:08. Option B is correct. At 10 a.m. fine. Then again at next what time it will beep together. Next time they are asking. Next time, immediate next time they are asking. So yes, next at 10:08. Next one is 10:16. Next 10:24. If they ask third time, first time is 10:08, second time is 10:16, third time is 10:24, fourth time is 10:30, like that you shall have to proceed. Got it? Very good. Yeah, see this question, my dear friends. Here they given some symbols. Okay. You just try to put in this way, okay. If you are understanding with the symbols directly, okay. If you have a confusion, put it as A, B, C, D. This we can consider A, this symbol. Okay, A divided by B is 2, fine. This is you consider as A, this is already A, this is C you consider. Triangle as C. A divided by C is 3. Then this dot already we consider as B. This dot is already B. This triangle already we consider as C. B plus C is 5. And here, this triangle is C. C into D. This is new symbol actually, is 10. So this is what, my dear friends, okay, you just convert it into A, B, C, D. They're asking actually regarding D minus A is what? You can use the symbols directly. Okay, if you have a confusion, you convert into A, B, C, D. 4 different symbols is there. Plus in between and circle, multiplication symbol in between and circle, triangle and circle with that dot. 4 different symbols you can put in this way, okay. Now, see, you can solve this question with trial and error base, or else you can solve this question with solving that equation. You can solve that equation and then you can go ahead. Otherwise, you can do the question, see this, directly trial and 2 approaches I will give. One is with trial and error, okay, one directly with the equation. You have to find D minus A, okay. First equation, we can write B is equal to A by 2 using first equation. A by B is equal to 2, B is equal to A divided by 2. Sorry, 1 second. A divided by B, so then we can put B is nothing but equal to A divided by 2, fine, that's cool. Next one, from second equation, we can say C is nothing but A divided by 3. C is nothing but A divided by 3. But we know from third equation B plus C is nothing but equal to 5. So meaning A by 2 plus A by 3, we will get 5A by 6 is nothing but 5. We came to know A is nothing but 6 here. If you just solve, we will get A equal to 6. So first plus symbol is nothing but you got 6 plus, with that circle is nothing but 6 you came to know. Here A by B equal to 2, we can write B equal to A divided by 2. A divided by C equal to 3 means C equal to A divided by 3. Adding B and C we have to get 5. From that we came to know A value is 6. Once you know A value 6, okay, this implies that B is nothing but A divided by 2. B is 3. As well as from this we can say C is equal to 2. You know B and C values, okay. Now here if you just substitute, my dear friends, 2 into 5 is 10. So we have to get 2 into D. D value is 5, okay. 2 into D is nothing but 10. We can find D value is nothing but 5. Okay, so you know D value 5. You know A value 6. The question is actually regarding this D symbol minus A symbol. You just see this is what A symbol, this is D symbol. We have to subtract actually. Here D symbol is nothing but 5, A symbol is nothing but 6. So the answer is minus 1. Minus 1 we have to get. If they are asking these two symbols subtraction, yes, D value we came to know 5, A value is nothing but 6. If you subtract these two, hope you got finally minus 1. You just check it out, all this, check all the values, what it is satisfying, okay. This is a bit elaborated method of handling this question. Easy method is trial and error. 2 numbers product is equal to 10. I will give you that method, but first you just go through this all scenario, my dear friends, okay. Then I will go for the other way of solving this question. Hope you understand this method, okay. Let's see the other method, my dear friends. The other method is, see, 2 numbers product must be equal to 10. It may be 2 into 5 or 5 into 2. 2 into 5 or 5 into 2, okay. And here, if you just see, this number is divided by triangle should give 3. Okay, this number dividing with denominator will give 3. So see this 2 and 5. If it is 5, this plus symbol will become 15. 1 by 1. There is a chance triangle may be 2. Okay, why I am not going with triangle value 5? If you go triangle value 5, this will become 0. We don't divide any number with 0. It is not giving 2, right? Listen. You should go triangle value 2 only and the circle value is 5. Why? Because of adding these two numbers 5 we have to get. Already if this is 5, if suppose if it go with 5 into 2, this is already 5, this will become 0. When this will become 0, dividing with 0 will not give 2. Okay, so we can go del value 2, this into with that circle is 5. Then if del value 2 here, then substituting that dot, circle with that dot will become 3. Then using this symbol, already circle with dot is 3. Okay, then plus symbol will be 3 into 2. This will go and multiply there, right? Or else this is 2 into 3. We got plus symbol is nothing but 6. So as per the question, this is 5. Okay, this is 6. Together we have to get minus 1. So answer is minus 1, my dear friends. Got it? So this is using trial and error. Two numbers product we have to get 10. Okay, it's 2 into 5 or 5 into 2. 1 into 10, 10 into 1 also, but here this is already adding these two, should get 5. Okay, if you are not understanding this trial and error, you can just go to the previous one, step by step procedure, how you got the answer. Answer is minus 1, my dear friends. Got it? So friends, if suppose they ask whole square here, actually, okay, some typing mistake in that previous clip. If you just see they given whole square here, so we know this value is nothing but 5 and this plus symbol is nothing but 6. If you subtract and do whole square, you have to get 1 only, minus 1 whole square, it's nothing but 1. So if whole square is not there, answer is minus 1, but they perform whole square for this. If you just do that, we will get 1 as the answer. So you can use that A, B, C, D approach, considering this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. What are the approach you follow? Okay, this is actually A minus D, D minus A whole square they are asking. If it is D minus A means we will get it like minus 1, but they are asking whole square for that. If that is the case, we will get minus 1 whole square, which is nothing but 1 only. Okay, option D is the correct answer. Got it?